Attorney Marina Bergerman or Silas Hoffman.
Russell Luchtenberg on behalf of Jennifer Allen, Judge.
Peggy Durkin,
Oh, she is
guardian
here.
ad litem.
I was stunned because I didn't think she was here. All right. Coming in, everybody.
I think there's petitions about child support. I believe a vacation has been set for Dad. Um, uh, I haven't seen evidence that there's a basis to restrict Dad's parenting time, so I feel he needs normal parenting time. At the same time, neither parent has called me really complaining since the last court date, so I think they're bumping along okay. If somebody has a problem, give me a call. I'm worried about school when it starts in August because right there at the end of the school year, attendance was poor, so I don't know. So maybe we wanted to look at this case early August to see how school's going to happen. Mom wanted to do some homeschooling, Dad's against it, and public school and whatever they accommodate usually wins over homeschooling, especially when you don't have a kid that's even in high school yet. Other than that, I think the attorneys have financial matters that they want Your Honor to hear.
Oh, my goodness.
So, Your Honor, I just filed a motion to modify child support because my client has been out of work. So that's sort of an aside. I think there was a school issue and there were several things that I thought Ms. Griffin would have been looking into. If I recall, there was a meeting that you were supposed to be invited to, but they did not invite you to, and then you ended up missing that meeting. And so I think there's information there that we probably need in order to kind of start this out. In the meantime, I have sent the settlement proposal over to Attorney Luchtenberg. I think he's reviewing that with his client. But it sets forth some pretty standard parenting time.
That's Judge. Yes, she sent over a settlement proposal, which my client and I have gone over. I mean, I can tell you, my client, she's not in agreement with a 50-50 split of the children, and that's what they propose. I mean, that's what's going on right now. But that's again. We just got this motion regarding a change of child support that again affects this vacation. Supposedly, Cyrus Huffman can't work, can't drive, can't do work. He's got a company that does the work, and we've not gotten any information regarding that. So I apologize. I apologize for my phone ringing. All this is all brand new. Just getting this stuff, this motion saying, well, we need to change child support. I think this is a result of the issues that they have with this whole vacation thing that came up. And the fact that I asked for an updated information regarding his income and his company's income. I think the court should be aware that, he's bought a new house. He's got a truck that was purchased. And now they're saying he can't work, but he's going to go on vacation with the kids. He can't drive, can't walk, but we're going to go on vacation and do whatever. I just don't get this. And my client is very concerned. She emails me every day. And I mean, I guess the thing is that in the thing that he can't work, there are no medical records. There is no details of the medical. It just is the attorney and the client saying, I can't work.
Yeah.
So
Attorney Luchtenberg is just putting a lot of words into my mouth that were not said. So I'm not going to go into it, but I'm simply going to say that we filed the motion for child support prior to meeting the CD with requested information about the business. and forwarded that to my client has been paying for child support out of savings since early this year, and he hesitated even in filing. So I understand Attorney Leffenberg, you can ask for every information you want. I will make sure to get it to you, get this worked out. But there's nothing, as far as I can tell, there's nothing really going on. I don't want child support issues to distract from the fact that there is a minor child here who has consistently not been attending school, has been kept home due to anxiety. And homeschooling is the only solution that the opposing party was given. If she has this much anxiety that she can't go to school, something else needs to be done, right? I mean, I would like to hear that, or at least have Attorney Gerken from a counselor that that's actually the best thing that should be. So we don't believe that this is being handled by us now correctly. My client is actually very concerned about it. We've just kind of been waiting to see what's going on with the school and what kind of information the school is going to give us, because it seems like that's where we got from.
And again, I believe my client feels frustrated by this because that's the information that I believe that's being presented to the court, to Ms. Gerken, is not the anxiety that her child has with going to school has to do with dealing with all the people at school. I mean, and that's been attempted to be addressed. I don't know where we're going to take it. And I mean, if she's got something, if I'm saying something wrong, I would ask Jennifer to correct it, because I know she's had several problems with this. That it's like she's keeping the child home, and she's not doing the things she's supposed to do, but that's not what's going on. So I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I advise my client that the vacation should take place. I mean, her concerns about that, the vacation should take place.
All
The
right,
issue, go ahead.
I-
Sorry, Judd.
Attorney Gerken,
I sent a letter to both of these attorneys and the parents explaining the child honestly is having anxiety where she's crying and she's falling apart at school. That is happening. They had a meeting that I was supposed to be at, and nobody told me about the meeting. She has a counselor, but this counselor is supporting the child, not seeing dad as much, supporting the child, not being at school. So I don't feel this counselor is truly helping this child adjust to her situation. And so that's why it's important that over this summer that she really has some counseling, because she missed school after our last court date. She missed those days so that the second chance program might not be available to her. And it's a very important program, and the school wants her in there, but she didn't go to school those final days, which might throw her out of the program. So I really need a lot of effort made, because you can't have a kid losing out of the program because she didn't go to school for those couple of days and end up with homeschooling, which when Autumn is so young still. And the second chance program is very few kids there, so she's not having that big school issue.
She's
So
not able.
I'm hoping by August that if she gets counseling, that she'll be able to go back to the second chance program. But if they kick her out, then we're at homeschool
She's not
and
able.
regular school.
She's
Go
not
ahead.
able to go to the second chance program. They said that she would only be able to go for the first half of the year anyway. And she did not want to do that because she said that would be way worse to go to a new school in the middle of the year. So she chose to go back to the other school because those were the only options she had.
So you're saying she wants to go back to the regular
She
school
doesn't
now?
want to, but she said rather than to start in the middle of the year, she's going to have to start in the beginning. Those were her only options.
Well, yeah, she got kicked out of the second chance program for the full year, right? Because she didn't
No,
attend at
they
the end of the
said
year.
no, they said even if she made it through the whole year going to school every day, she could only stay half the year. And she did not want to do that. That was discussed at the meeting. It's all on the papers.
So, Judge, I guess we're at a place where I'm not sure exactly. I think we've got to we've got school counselors, and I understand Ms. Gherkin missed the meeting because she wasn't informed of the date. I just am not sure what we're supposed at this point. I don't know what we're supposed to do other than have the child maybe seen by, I mean, I don't know, maybe Miss Gherkin. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. My client is calling me on a daily basis, frustrated with what we do next, and I don't have an answer.
I want to be clear. I have a letter from the school that says it's Autumn's last week of school at Second Chance. Unfortunately, she's absent Monday the 18th, Tuesday the 19th. And then she wasn't there on the 20th.
And Judge,
If she ends up going to the
right.
regular school, okay. If she ends up going, okay. If she can't go, if she doesn't want to do Second Chance, she wants to go to regular school, okay. If mom thinks that she can make it at regular school, okay. Let's see how she does.
She didn't want to start in the middle of the year, which I could completely understand with anxiety to going to another school in the middle of the year. And
So she wants to start at the beginning. Okay.
That's what they told her.
All right. Let's beef up her counseling when she starts school then.
Do I get to say anything?
I'm sorry, Judge.
It strikes me, I mean, we're having a lot of the same discussion we had last time, because the last time I was told about Attorney Gherkin missing this meeting. And all of the other issues we've discussed this morning are the same issues we discussed the last time we were here. And I don't want to have you all coming back to my regular status call, and having these arguments and discussions on my status call for obvious reasons. I would really, really appreciate if the two attorneys would have a discussion and at least agree as to where they disagree. And I really, really wish the two attorneys and the guardian ad litem would all get up to speed with the guardian ad litem's recommendations and with provision of whatever information the guardian ad litem is missing, so that her recommendations make sense, or at least in context. Because what I'm hearing this morning is this young woman doesn't want to go to school at all, that she's got a counselor who is agreeing with her on this school avoidance issue, and that she needs to find a counselor who is, and I'm only using this word because I don't know anything about this counselor, because I can't think of another way to put it, but who's more professional, more objective, okay? And that we need, but I don't want you to come back in a month and tell me he wants 50-50, she objects. She doesn't want to go to school, and school's starting again, and her attendance stinks again, and on and on. let's shake things loose a little bit and move forward. Please.
Mhm.
I need a hell of a lot of communication between the lawyers and the guardian ad litem and the parties.
Please read my email from May 20th. Okay, attorneys? I sent you an email, May 20th.
Yes, I have.
It
Okay,
says she needs a new counselor.
okay.
It says she needs medication.
With that, I am going to bring you back on. I don't think it makes any sense to come back. I almost want to bring you back on July 29th. And the reason is I don't want to wait until school is around the corner. And I expect that y'all are going to have some sort of plans. Attorney Luchtenberg, you're muted.
All right. I mean, I understand that I'm trying to explain these things to my client, like the whole thing about the schooling. I get it, and I don't want to waste your time. I would suggest that the JL, Miss Berger and myself, but Miss Allen does.
If your client wants, just give me the short version. Does he want the child homeschooled?
She wants her eldest child homeschooled. Yes, that's what she wants.
But she's not qualified to homeschool the child.
I explained that to my client.
What do you mean by qualified?
Ma'am,
That's see, and again,
She was
right,
supposed-
and
Maybe we just need to set it for a hearing. Just have a little.
well, my suggestion, respectfully, Judge, my suggestion would be that we do an open pretrial with the client present so that she understands what's going on. I'm trying to explain these things to my client and I can't. And that's just it. And I mean, I think there's a misunderstanding of what's required of her with her child and schooling, and what goes on with the legal system here.
there are no requirements in the state of Illinois.
Well, and that's where I think everybody needs. I think again, I don't know. Yes, sir.
I want to come back on July 29th. If by that time we're having the same status conference again, I will give you an open pretrial conference or possibly a hearing. And Ms. Allen is here, so I'm not going to speak in the third person. But if you think the only solution is homeschooling, I am going to need testimony from somebody regarding why homeschooling with Ms. Allen is the better option. And it just doesn't mean because the girl has anxiety. It means because the girl, Ms. Allen has the wherewithal to get this individual, taking SATs and ACTs and prepping for those exams and passing Illinois high school equivalency tests and so on and so forth. And, I'm going to need testimony explaining to me why, from a psychological point of view, the young lady has school avoidance disorder or whatever the issue is. I'm not just taking lay people's word for it that she doesn't want to go to school. And I'm going to need to have testimony from the GAL explaining why I should enter a given parenting time order or allocation of parental responsibilities. All of these things. Okay? And then finally, I'm telling you both, lawyers and respective clients, that if I make the final decisions, neither one of you are going to be happy, because then you'll have me to resent instead of each other. Whereas if you work it out yourself, then you're kind of going to be stuck with, you're going to have skin in the game. So take all of that into account and come back and tell me where you are on the 29th of August, I think it is.
July.
No, July 29th.
July 29th, what time?
10 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
All right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Number 17.